Yesterday, we discussed the Anunnaki and how they are the architects of this 3D matrix, allegedly. And there was a question that I wanted to answer. And the question was, are the Anunnaki related to the reptilians who feed off of human loosh? Now, once again, before we continue on, I have to tell you this is for entertainment purposes only, and it's all allegedly. Now, some say that they're separate entities, and other theories suggest that they are either the same race or they're working within a strict hierarchy. The connection here, the theory suggests that the Anunnaki are reptilian humanoid hybrids originating from the Draco constellation, which here it is. If you look in the star, the easiest way to find it is the Big Dipper and Little Dipper, and then you can see it's kind of right in the middle there. The masking theory, the human-like figures seen in ancient Sumeria carvings, like the one below, they weren't actually in true form, but rather hieroglyphic masks or uniforms used to interact with early humans, so they didn't cause mass terror. The blue blood link. This connects the divine right of kings, which we talked about yesterday, to a specific reptilian lineage. These blue bloods allegedly carry a higher percentage of original non-human DNA, allowing them to remain frequency matched to the matrix. Now, the term blue blood isn't just a metaphor. It refers to a literal biological theory regarding the ruling class lineage. So you have the red blood, which is human. Our blood is based in iron. When it's oxygenated, turns red. The blue blood, which allegedly is Anunnaki or reptilian, allegedly is of copper, turning blue-green when oxygenated. And the hybrids, this theory suggests that the original kings were hybrids installed to keep the bloodline pure. By intermarrying, these families ensured that their copper-based genetics weren't diluted by the red blood of the common worker class. And it is important to remember that the Anunnaki didn't just leave. They left administrators or anchors in charge. And these blue blood families were granted the divine right to manage the red blood masses, which would be you and I. Many believe that these lineages persist today within the 13 bloodlines or the global banking and political dynasties. They are the physical anchors for what is known as the frequency fence. And down here, I very briefly just labeled the ones that are allegedly connected to this. Now, we can get more into this if you want. I'm not going to be able to say some certain things because I know how this app works, but that's why I give you visual aids to read along. Just let me know in the comments if you want to go there. We could talk about 13 families. The Rh negative connection and why this is a biological smoking gun. Now, this has to do with your blood type. So you're A, for example, A negative or positive. This talks about the negative. The Rh negative blood type is often associated as a modern footprint of this genetic intervention. Since the Rh negative blood lacks the monkey factor, it is theorized to be the result of external modification. A genetic mismatch in medical terms, if a Rh negative mother carries an Rh positive child, her body may produce antibodies to attack the fetus. And this is why it is seen as a smoking gun. It is proof of two different genetic blueprints and is viewed as a biological rejection. A mother's body recognizes a foreign species. As naturally, a mother's body would not reject a child, growing in her. And there are treatments that are in some ways to dampen the energetic friction between these two lineages, a literal manifestation of the tug of war between the two Anunnaki brothers. Now, the original and modified bloodlines are interpreted two ways. You have perspective A, where the Rh negative is the original Elohim DNA, or the high vibrational blood, and the Rh positive is the factor the Anunnaki modified, adding the tether to humans to the 3D Earth. Or you can see it as perspective B, where the negative is the Anunnaki signature itself, introduced to create a specific class of biological antennas that the Rh positive human blood did not have. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. So what is loosh? Okay, and why is it harvested? Loosh is a term for high intensity, low vibrational, emotional energy. Think fear, anxiety, anger, survival. If humans are biological antennas, loosh is the power source. Because these entities allegedly cannot generate their own source light, they must harvest it from others. This is why global events like war, financial collapse, media-driven fear are all viewed as scheduled harvests designed to power the 3D matrix. Survival mode produces the most loosh. Now, whether Rh negative blood is the signature of the Anunnaki or the Elohim, the message is the same. Our biology is a battlefield of frequency. The blue blood elite manage the 3D matrix, but they rely on the production of loosh, our fear and suffering, to power their system. By understanding the origins of these bloodlines and the mechanics of the frequency fence, we talked about that in the Anunnaki video, we can begin to consciously choose a higher vibration, starving the system of its power and reclaiming our energetic sovereignty.